Hey y'all, welcome back to Groovy Vibes Farm. Today we're going to get into the beehives. It's been about 3 weeks and I think 3 days since we've last been in, since the release. We're basically just checking to see how far along they are at making comb. Depending on how far out this box is built will tell us if we need to get our honey supers on. So we're looking for about 80% of the boards to be filled up with comb. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this smoker fired up and we'll take a look. Alright, so we're just gonna give them a few puffs. We're trying to calm the bees down, so we wanna squeeze this kind of slow, that way we don't get too much heat blowing through that smoke whenever we send it into the hive. Just 2 or 3 puffs, all you need, and then we're just gonna wait here about 35-45 seconds. Give that a little bit of time to work. So you want to make sure you have your tools ready. So I've got my hive tool, it's like a little pry bar here. This is because they're going to have a wax that's going to be going around the lid. It's also going to be holding down the frames, so this will make it a little easier. Get them broke loose. Got the frame grabbing tool here. And then the brush to get some of the excess bees off. So as you can see, we got a lot of them flying around now, so they're a little riled up. I don't see anybody stinging me yet though. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get this cracked open. So you just want to make sure you don't have a queen on the lid. I'm not seeing her, so that's good. Just knocking some of these guys back down into the hive here. Alright, so you're just going to go ahead, make sure the little wax seal is broke loose on those that you want to move. They're going to be a little stuck together. I like to just put the bar in, twist a little bit. So I'm going to start here by looking for the queen. I found her. So the queen is right here. She's got a little pink paint on her back. So she's pretty active. So as you can see, this comb is pretty well filled out. So I want to see if we've got any capped brood in here, so I'm going to start here. This next one I'm going to take out the middle. I now know that my queen is here inside of this slot. So that's what we want to see there. So as you can see, these are all capped. So that should be the brood in there. This side here looks like it's pretty well all capped as well. And I even see a pupa. So let me see if I can get a close-up shot of that for you. So you can see a few pupa in there. Little white grub type little critters. Well, there's a couple bigger ones there. So this is coming along really well. Awesome. Alright, so that last board there, it's filled out most of the way with comb. So I think we should probably start considering getting our supers out here before too long. So I'm still definitely in the learning process here. So I'm going to have to look up and see. Just get an idea of how close we are to being ready to put the next box on top. If we wait too long and let them build out too much comb here, they'll start to get a little nervous, think they're running out of room, they'll swarm on you and they'll move to another spot. So we definitely don't want that. So always make sure before you get your box closed up that you get the frames back together. If you leave too big of a gap, you're going to end up with some real wonky comb going on in there, and we don't want that. So I like to just start on the outside, give that bar a little twist. That'll press them all back together. Try not to squish anybody. Save that little bit of wax. Let's go see the ladies in the next hive. Alright, so we're at the second hive here. We're going to go ahead and get a little smoke on them, get them calmed down. Now I will mention, depending on the surroundings in your area, you might want to make sure you've got a source of water nearby, just in case anything gets a little out of control there with your smoker. For example here, I'm surrounded by pine needles. These light up like gasoline, so I've got me a garden hose out here, a little solar powered tank that I've got, so want to make sure you don't burn up your bees or your woods. Alright, let's get this one cracked open and see where we're at. So we're going to go ahead and loosen up these frames. So I'm going to start with the outer here just to see where we're at so far. Oh, and I got the queen already. So here you can see the queen up in the corner. She's pretty big. So we're going to be real careful with that frame. Looks like this side here hasn't been built out really at all yet. But she's on that last frame, so I'm sure we're getting near the point where we should be getting another box on here. So just 3 weeks ago we released a package in here, so I'm pretty impressed that they've already got this box filled out. I'm sure the holly tree we got up front is really helping them out there. You can hear the bees buzzing in that tree from probably 10 feet away. It's pretty wild, so I'll try to get a shot of that to throw a clip in on this video. So let's get this middle frame out, see what kind of brood we got going on. That's a heavy one. So here's a look at what we got going on this frame here. Looking pretty good. Well, whatever that is down there, that almost looks like a queen cell. It looks like I ripped it open, so sorry ladies. You can see some pretty good sized pupa in there. Yeah, I kind of screwed that up, ladies. I'm sorry. So that could be a queen cell. So they may be trying to supersede this queen. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I have read a bit about that. So we're going to post up this video. We're going to ask around, see if we can get some expert opinions, see what we got going on, and I'll post down in the description what I find out. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I get these frames back together. The queens look healthy, and the bees are really filling out the frames, so got high hopes. Hopefully we'll be getting some honey supers on here pretty quick. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch y'all on the next one.